I'm not the first person to say this, and I guarantee I'm not going to be the last, but Gale Weathers, what the hell happened to your hair? What's going on, Scream fans? My name is Trevor. Welcome back to my channel. Continuing on with our Scream series review, I just watched Scream 3 for the first time. I had to sit down and give you guys my full breakdown, spoiler-filled thoughts. This will be a spoiler-filled review, so if you have not seen Scream 3, definitely click away. Let me know your favorite Scream movie of these three so far down below in the comment section. And where does the third one compare? Either the third one, like this trilogy, is either the best or the worst. Where does it fall for you? I got lots of things to say about it. With that said, Scream 3, let's do this. While Sydney and her friends visit the Hollywood set of Stab 3, the third film based on the Woodsboro murders, another Ghostface killer rises to terrorize them. So, with these movies, you always gotta start with the beginning hook. While I think this beginning hook is good, I definitely think it is the weakest of the three. We're here with Cotton Weary, played by Liev Schreiber. He starts us off, and he's kind of like this famous figure now, and he kicks the bucket first. And I mean, it was a cool opening scene. It didn't hook me like the first two, and Cotton Weary died. I was like, okay, we killed off a semi-big character. This is a character we've heard about in the three films. So Cotton Weary kicks the bucket towards the beginning. Again, it wasn't this big extravagant hook like the first two that I really liked, that really sucks me in and gets me invested. It was kind of like, okay, I see where we're gonna go. The one thing about this movie, though, it's boring. I'm just gonna say that right off the bat. It takes a long time to get into, and it really was hard for me to stay invested. It's easy to nod off. It's easy to want to go on your phone. It's easy to kind of want to turn this one off. And like I said, either the third movie in a trilogy is the best or the worst, and I think this one of the three that I've watched so far is definitely the worst. There is still things to enjoy here, but that middle act is incredibly boring. And in Scream 2, I didn't think Sydney was in all that much. People are commenting, just wait till Scream 3. Sydney's barely in the movie at all. I mean, she's like the main premise of the movies, but she's like not even in it. And like she's like the main focal point of this trilogy and of this movie. I mean, like, the killer is attached to her from the previous films. Sydney being like the focal point of these movies, I at least thought she'd be in more than the 30 minutes she was. I really thought she was. And this one's about 2-hour runtime. It feels longer than it does. I mean, throughout the movie, I kept checking my phone, saying it's gotta be almost over. Kept pausing to see how much time left, and it felt just very long. Like I said, it's a more boring movie, and Wes Craven's touch just isn't all that there with this one. Not saying there isn't anything to enjoy, because there is definitely some things to enjoy here. The kills, while they aren't extravagant, they are there. There are quite a bit of kills in this movie. It takes some time to get along with them, but they're in the Hollywood setting. They're in these Hollywood sets, so these houses, these places are built off of Woodsboro and Woodsboro High, and the houses from the first movie, so everything's kind of designed the way the first one was, and this one really focuses again on Dewey and Gale, in my opinion, the main characters of these franchises. And Gale Weathers, what the hell happened to your hair? Whoever your hairdresser is, fire her. I know Monica and Friends had this haircut for a while too, and just, it's not a good look. That's to say, I like how her hairstyle is changing in each of the three movies. If she's in Scream 4, hopefully, just hopefully, her hair is nowhere near as bad. So in this one, it's Dewey and Gale back together again. They're like not really together. They were trying to be together, and they have this relationship that you really want to work for, but you don't know if you can root for. And Gale Weathers is always trying to get the next best story to get the most money. And this one, she seems more like a human. She cares about Sydney. She cares about Dewey. She cares about this case. The killer is back. Ghostface is back. Sydney, Gale, and Dewey are three of the people who really are the only ones who survived from the first movie, who are still carrying on and still hold on to these terrors and these horrors. So they're all trying to work together and figure it out. There's quite a bit of added characters in here. You have Patrick Dempsey, Mr. McDreamy from Grey's Anatomy. He is one of the lead detectives. The entire time, I'm gonna be honest with you, I think they set it up this way. Everyone thought that he did it. I said, if he really did it, that's just going to be really cheesy. It set it up with so many things, from the phone call to him not being there for certain times to him just knowing where to go. It set him up to be the killer, and if he was going to be the killer, I was going to be very frustrated. Happily, he was not the killer, and they did a decent job of setting up the mystery, but not as good as the first two, and I hate comparing it back to the first two, but I wanted it to be more like the first two, and it just wasn't. I feel like it kind of drifted away. A big part of that, I feel, is because the character of Randy's not in there, and I mean, Randy always kind of brought the heart and the life and the joy of the film, and he is in here for a second. He makes a surprise cameo, he makes a video, and he makes a video because he said, if this video is out there, it's because I died and I didn't make it through. He gives a video on how trilogies work, and I love that. That's what works so good with these Scream movies. Hopefully when I get to Scream 4, they get some of that magic back. So Scream 3, Randy gives him the lowdown that you are in a trilogy. This is continuing to happen, and we're expecting maybe some big characters to die. No big character dies. They all face a little adversity. Sydney and Dewey and Gale, they all get shot at. They all get shot. They all get stabbed at. And you're thinking maybe a big character's going to go. These three are our core members, and they don't kick the bucket. Mine is Cotton Weary towards the beginning. But you have a new intrigued cast, I guess, in this. The Hollywood actors playing Dewey and Gale and Monica, they're all there with them trying to run away from the Ghostface, and they slowly, one by one, get picked off in these party houses. And when you get to the big reveal, there's this character who I just was a little iffy about. You're iffy about him for good reason. He just gives kind of a weird vibe, and then when it comes out that he's the killer, I believe his name is Roman, when you get there to he's the killer, I literally said, who is that? Like, he wasn't a memorable enough character to have this big reveal. I would have much rather it been Patrick Dempsey. I mean, the big reveal just wasn't that big a reveal. I will say the third act does make up for how slow and kind of boring this movie is. It does make up for with lots of kills, lots of action, a great score. So it makes for a good, intense ending. And Dewey and Gale get engaged. He puts the ring in the book. I thought it was really sweet. I'm rooting for him. And there's a question that maybe I have, if you guys are sticking around, let me know the answer. Is that ghost following around Sydney? Is that like her mom? Because there's this ghost kind of in her dreams following her around. All of a sudden she walks inside the house, she turns around, the door opens, there's no one there. We're guessing, we're just putting two and together that Sydney has her mom as a ghost following her around. Lots of things from the first film coming to this one. And back to the Roman reveal, I just feel it wasn't really warranted. I feel it takes away from Billy and Stu, like, being these psychos, because Billy's dad cheated on his mom, and his mom left him, so Billy was out for vengeance. This guy was kind of mad that he's Sydney's brother, and he tried to go and talk to her mom, and her mom rejected him, so he talked to Billy and Stu and kind of gave them, like, motivation and all that stuff. I feel like it took away from Billy and Stu, and that's why I just didn't really get behind Roman. And like, he was a guy like almost you couldn't kill. I mean, he got shot several times. I get he have a vest on, but he almost felt invincible at times. Ultimately met his demise. I just wish Roman's whole like scheme and his whole like reveal was just done better. And I wish he was a character I honestly recognized, because when he opened his thing, he had glasses throughout the film, and he came in here, got revealed. Didn't have glasses on. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't know who the hell he was. Before you guys my score, definitely hit the thumbs up button, definitely hit the subscribe button. There's a Scream trailer reaction for Scream 5 on the channel now, and a Scream 4 review forthcoming tomorrow. I'm very excited for all of it. Scream-filled week on the channel. Overall, for a score, I'm gonna give Scream 3 a 2 out of 5. I wish I enjoyed it more than I did. It's about a 40%. It just wasn't all that great, and honestly, I wish it was better. Let me know what you guys thought down below in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching, and lots more videos coming your guys' way. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, make sure to hit the thumbs up button, lots more Scream content. I'm excited for all of it. See you guys next time.